What's up, homie? You sleep?
No, I just got out the shower.
Okay, well, we waiting on you. We can go through these topics. All right. So DK say he ain't been streaming in a while.
Mm-hmm. He been back the last couple of days, but I keep missing him.
Yeah, I miss him too because by the time he stream, I'm still at work. I miss him too because by the time he stream, I'm still at. I know. I was up at 6 this morning and I didn't get done. When I got done, I didn't get done until 6:30. Mm-hmm. They had to run and get some groceries and get back.
You can hear me?
Yeah. All right, homie. Yeah, we gonna make the rundown kind of easy.
Troy.
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Oh. Say something.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You can hear me?
Yeah. I can hear volume.
Yeah.
All right. So, some topics during the week. The Chargers kicker is out 2 to 4 weeks with a hamstring sprain. The lawyers for Daniel Snyder, the probe into Daniel Snyder. Apparently, the NFL gave these motherfuckers, Daniel Snyder people, the information to look these people up. And Deshaun Jackson apparently has signed with Baltimore, but I don't know if that's gonna help him. Oh shit, I forgot about the Bubba Wallace fight. Hold on. I gotta send y'all this. Is it gonna let me send it in the chat? That's the Bubba Wallace thing. Bubba Wallace basically ran off the track. And NASCAR had suspended him because he rolled up on dude. On Kyle Larson. But Kyle would never put his hands up.
You say
so Bubba just kept pushing him. he wanted to fight. But Kyle was like, no, this is not gonna be. And I thought Bubba was a little dude. Bubba is not a little dude. By any stretch of the imagination. But I guess NASCAR can't have a lone black dude running around there acting crazy.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Because you know how I feel about it. You good enough to run me off the road. You good enough to catch these hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess we all set. Mother, we gonna talk about soccer today, damn it.
Go right ahead, because I can't hear shit. It ain't coming through my headphones.
Don't worry. I'll be over there tomorrow. We'll fix it. Well, if I'm sober. How we gonna be drinking Friday night, then go to your sister's house Saturday night and be drinking again? Lost audio now. See, Mullen got the newfangled setup. He got to get it set up right. We can't hear you.
I don't even see his mouth moving.
I think he might be at his computer now. But if he had his computer, that's good.
Get my other damn headphones. So,
We can hear you now.
cause you can hear me on the phone. You don't hear me. I can't hear nothing through these.
Okay.
Some of them bitches.
You all right? I hear something.
Yep, keep going. I'm just gonna keep on.
Okay. Well. And record this thing. Oh shoot, hold on. I gotta stop that. I ain't update nothing. Hold on. I just realized when you get up that thing say the wrong damn episode. 14. Oh, it's been 14 episodes in this season already. This shit flying by. All right. Let's try that now. Yep, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we back. Chapter 50, Season 7, Episode 14. It's me, TP. Marlo's got a little technical difficulty, but he'll be back with us in a few seconds.
How about now? Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you.
What about now?
Yep, you got a little echo.
Nah, it ain't my fault.
Oh no, I can hit like it's straight now. It's good now.
Is it good? Good.
Yeah. His wife helping him. That's so great.
I don't. All right. Back in
Okay.
good.
All right, Marlo. It's been a wild week. Wild week. Let's start with Alabama and Tennessee. That was probably the most exciting defense game I've seen all season.
Yeah.
I don't think in my lifetime have I seen wide receivers run away from Alabama defensive backs like what happened this past Saturday.
Well, I can tell you why. Alabama ain't that good.
I was about to say, I saw two Marlos and they weren't doing the same thing. I was about to be real confused over here.
Like,
is there two Marlos?
I still had it through my other device. That was on me.
I said, was there two Marlos?
Yeah.
one wasn't enough.
No, Lord, one is too much.
Wait till you get over here this weekend.
So, what's going on in Alabama, y'all? Because this ain't
Nick Saban.
This ain't okay.
Nick Saban. That's what's going on.
But this ain't. Hold on, man. Hold on. This ain't Georgia. This ain't even. Oh, we talking about Tennessee.
Josh don't do
Heupel.
Tennessee like that. Don't do them like that. They good, bro. They good.
I don't like. The last time I seen a good Tennessee team, they made me sad. That was the last time I seen a good Tennessee team. T. Martin. Oh, look what they had in the backfield. T. Martin, they had a wide receiver, NFL wide receiver, but it's been that long.
First of all, if you think it back that far,
that's how long it's been.
Just thank the heavens that they got one now.
I mean, it ain't doing me no good with my current situation.
Yeah, it happens to the best of them.
But it was, TP, you saw the game?
I saw some of it. I was coaching on Saturday.
Tennessee went down the field whenever they felt like it. Either they was going on a 6-play drive or it was a one-hit a quarter. And I don't know. I'm scared. Is it over for Nick? Has the game passed Nick by?
No. He is still the head coach of Alabama.
Yeah.
I know at least 3 kids from Central Florida heading to Alabama next year. So, yeah, it's still a real thing. He still is Nick Saban.
No. We're gonna have to watch that SEC West. It's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get real nasty now. TP. I started off the show wrong. That's on me. Marlo nephew, Jeffrey Brinson, is going to be inducted in the Northeast Hall of Fame.
Let's go.
So I feel like it would be wrong not to bring this up. But Marlo, how you not in the Hall of Fame?
Hey,
the
bro.
Dude that ruined my night of glory. How are you not in the Northeast Hall of Fame?
My run was over 30 years ago. So the politics is different from then to now. Like, I wasn't just a one sport all-star. I was an all-star in track and football. So it behooves me when you go to state and it's only 2 of us going to state in the bus. What do you do? But I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic for the young man.
It's great. I mean, this is a big thing for Jeffrey, and I'm proud of him. Shout out to him.
Absolutely.
Also, Mr. Green. It's been probably 30 years. You was at my game. You wasn't at Marlo game. I was supposed to be in the newspaper. You seen my show. Don't worry, I ain't forgot.
You gotta let it go, bro.
I still got receipts. So when I see you ain't. Matter of fact, he ain't even write about sports no more. He write about politics and other stuff. But when I see him, I'm still gonna bring it up every time. Y'all want to know what I'm talking about? Catch me in the streets.
That's
Catch me in the
1
streets.
week.
It don't matter. Everybody don't do that. Them hoes didn't open up for like that for me. Look at all the dudes I had to get. You know what? I'm not doing this. I'm gonna let that go.
I'm just saying, brother. We came through on a different era. It's just simple. The folks we had to go up against, it wasn't none of that water break timeout. Or none of that.
Water's for the weak.
None of that. Yeah. None of that
Concussion?
mandatory breaks, concussion protocols.
What?
You know how
You
many
better shake
times
your
I
head and
think
get your
I
ass back out there.
might have gave myself a concussion.
Yeah. My coach used to say, if your head ain't hurting, you ain't hitting nobody.
Yeah. It'll be all right. Rub some dirt on it.
You know, little did we know we was causing serious damage to our heads.
So it might be safe to say that some of the dumb shit I did back in the day, it ain't on me. I might have been a little concussed.
What we gonna do? You know what? We're gonna move around on because I don't want to know what's gonna come next. So y'all,
I'm just saying.
the college football committee met to discuss expansion dates. This was not the presidents. This was the commissioners of the league. And guess what? Them couldn't come up with an expansion date. I don't understand. I thought the university presidents gave them a mandate already. I don't know what they're not understanding, because if the university presidents come down and do the expansion, some ADs need to be removed. That's just period.
That goes without saying.
We should not be in 2022 with a 14 playoff when FCS has been doing it for 50 years without a problem.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Which was one of the reasons they changed the SWAC championship game.
Well,
Jackson State couldn't play in it last year because they had to play in the SWAC championship. So they missed the playoff.
Well, it used to be like that. The only team I can remember playing in the playoffs was back in the day. The MEAC number 2 team and the SWAC number 2 team would be able to play in the playoffs if they qualified, because they didn't play in the Black National Championship game. And as a matter of fact, they moved the classics. They moved the Bayou Classic and they moved the FAMU Classic. So you can actually get the winners of the conferences to get somebody into the game. And Alcorn State was the number 2 team, which is great. That don't even sound right. They were the number 2 team with Steve McNair. But
Woo, that's going back.
yeah. So TP, I need to know about your Texas Longhorns, man. Because we talk about Jimbo Fisher. We do talk about Jimbo.
I mean,
But
Steve Sarkisian, you know, he got a good resume. Resumes don't win you football games.
they're giving out Lamborghinis over there.
Oh, Texas been had bread, though.
Oh, yeah.
They got that good old oil money.
Yeah, they got old money. West Texas.
You know, I don't know what happened to Eric Dickerson, burnt orange Trans Am, but it's worth some money wherever it is. Because, you know, they should just be dropping off Trans Ams. The people uncles. Bro, so here's my thing on Sarkisian. He put them paws on Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. They put paws on. They put hands, feet, toenails. They stomped out Oklahoma.
Who did?
Texas.
When?
Oh wait, hold on. No, y'all beat Texas.
Beat Oklahoma.
I mean Oklahoma. I'm sorry. Y'all beat Oklahoma. Y'all beat Oklahoma. Now, TCU, that was a different ball game. But TCU is a different caliber team. TCU play defense. Let's just go ahead and say it. TCU, the only team in the conference that play defense.
I mean, I like to think we play defense too. You don't agree? That face says you don't agree.
I can't, but what I'm trying to remember. Wow. See?
We was on Bryce Young ass the whole game.
Y'all was. And I agree with that. And that's why I'm like, I can't. Here's my issue with Oklahoma. Y'all play emotional for teams. Y'all ain't got no business being on the field with. And then the teams y'all are equal talent with. But hold on. Florida State, we're going to get to them in a minute. But the teams y'all on equal talent with come out a little flat. And I think Steve is a X's and O's type of coach. He ain't no rah-rah coach. He not going to charge up the team. But he going to come up with a game plan to get you in the game or at least keep you close. But I'm looking at the standings. And by the way, this college football season, ain't nobody like making me think, oh, this is the national champion. I don't care what people say about Ohio State. That don't say that to me.
They still got to play Michigan. Yeah, they got a tough game coming up this week against Iowa.
And still, at 5-2, y'all still one game back.
Now, is this the year Texas go to the SEC?
Next year.
Next year. After next season. So we have a whole nother season in the Big 12, and then we gone.
Okay.
That's just giving Steve Sarkisian time to recruit for the SEC. And that was what that game we played Alabama. They basically was trying to see where we stack up, in the pecking order as far as the SEC. So we went and played the best team over there.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, that's not the best team in the SEC. So we really didn't get what we came for. Because we should have won that game. They lost to Tennessee. They're going to lose to Georgia. I wouldn't be surprised if Arkansas gives them a game.
I still think they got to play. Don't they got to play Mississippi State?
Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know what?
You can say all you want about Nick Saban. He a great coach, first ballot Hall of Famer, but it's still a man's sport. And if the kids themselves ain't ready, it ain't much more he can do, is what I'm saying.
He can't go out and play defense.
Right. He can't do it for him.
I ain't never seen a coach get out there yet and do it.
And you're not going to see it.
Because they don't want none of that smoke. Maybe
Right.
back in their day. Not none of this new shit.
So, since we on college football, 60 Minutes did an interview with Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. 60 Minutes is very strategic in their interviews. And Dion being at Jackson State is old news. Dion Coach Prime making an impact at Jackson State is old news. So why do an interview now?
Yeah, I told you. He said, y'all here, aren't you?
Right.
If you watched the interview, Deion said,
I watched it.
He gave you the exact reason why. He was like, there's no reason that an entire city in the United States of America cannot have running drinking water.
He said that.
And it what a lie at it.
So would it shock you if Division I schools was making trips to Jackson, Mississippi?
Why would it shock us?
Dion already told y'all he is at Jackson State to do something that nobody else has done yet.
Oh, but you gotta watch the end of the interview. See that's
he has the draw. He has built something at Jackson State that, like, his salary is $500,000. Nick Saban's salary is in the clouds. Like, he's a better recruiter than Nick Saban. You say what you want to, but you go get 5 stars to go to Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah.
So Dion said something that was interesting. He said that the guy asked him, why didn't you go to HBCU? He said HBCU didn't recruit me.
Yep.
So he made that statement, but there was context missing from that statement. It's some history that was left out. Because we wasn't always going to PWIs. We predominantly went, and by we, I mean African Americans predominantly went to HBCUs. FAMU, Bethune-Cookman, Bullet Bob Hayes, FAMU. Sweetness, Walter Payton, Jackson State. Doug Williams, Grambling. Like, I can go on and on and on. So the difference was a couple things. The invention of TV. So now you can be seen on TV nationwide. You become a household name. And I'm not just talking about just Northern players. I'm talking about Southern players. And you can say what you want about John McKay and the Bear Bryant game between USC and Alabama. That game changed all the football landscapes because everybody needed to go get them a player that moved like the player that John McKay had. And the South had those players. And HBCUs had those players. So teams like Alabama went, hey, come to our school. You're going to be on TV. I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. You're going to be saved, blase, squads. And then eventually, through time, we started as African Americans, our talented 10th, started going to these predominantly white institutions because there was a easier way to market yourself. But now, kids are marketing themselves. Kids got 100,000 followers in high school. They don't need Alabama. They don't need Clemson. Nobody needs Clemson. Don't no grown man name himself Dabble. But I digress. They don't need these big institutions. And now they got NIL dudes. So not only they can just walk in with their 100,000, then they're getting, $100,000 $1 million in NIL deals. They don't have to go to these places.
Right.
But there are institutions that are ringing Coach Prime's line, and in alumni groups, lying like they not. And if you know, you know. There are institutions that are having outside firms evaluate their coaching staffs. And it's just interesting to me that all of this is going on, and then all of a sudden, a 60-minute interview pop up. Either an institution is preparing the landscape for a Prime move, or Prime is trying to see where he sits in the coaching pecking order. Because wherever he go, anything less than $100 million contract is bull. Because he's obviously a better coach than LSU coach. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
Here's the problem with here's the carrot that's steering the horse here. It ain't money.
No.
Dion has made hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's not.
It ain't money. So if Dion had gotten his mind, like if you heard some of Dion's clips and stuff when he was telling how God came to him and told him, yeah, like this is when you're driven by something other than money, you can't be controlled. Like they can come and ask you. They can come. Like how many major sponsors did Jackson State have before Dion got there?
None. Walmart built their
entire. Like, bruh, it ain't about the money. Like Dion get on a tractor. If the grass ain't cut on Thursday, he is on a tractor out there cutting grass. This is not a man that's driven by money. So if he's doing something that no one else has ever done in the history of football, why would you change that? Why would you give up what you're building?
So
like, he said,
I hear what you're saying.
He said, and I quote, the only difference between my team and the big boys right now is up front. Once we address our up front issues and get some more 5-star talent up front, then we'll start playing these bigger schools and we'll see what the chips lie. He said that. And it ain't no lie.
So everybody heard the first part of the interview. And I don't necessarily have inside information. I've heard too many rumors from the wrong areas for this not to be suspicious. But
well, I'd be a fool not to.
Sanders said,
program, because I just want to see what it would be like if he had the resources these other schools would have.
the cinematic version of the story has Coach Prime sticking it out at Jackson State as the program grows on par with those of the Power Five. The reality, it may not be long before he takes his gold whistle to a school that doesn't need to beg for resources.
What happens when a Power 5 school says, give us a number, we'll make it work?
I'm going to have to entertain it.
You are?
Yes, I'm going to have to entertain it. Straight up. Well, I'd be a fool not to.
Sanders says he...
So there
You'll
is...
be a fool not to entertain anything.
And what I'm here to tell you is there is a school who I have said on several occasions have had tendencies of racism in their hiring and firing practices. I've said that. However, I don't care what you say. There is a large contingent of people at a certain institution who do not see Coach Prime as black. They see him as Coach Prime. And there's some sneaky stuff going on. And until I saw one of them sponsors, I didn't realize I was on to something. But one of those sponsors so I got on here and I said, if Florida State let Coach Prime go to Georgia Tech, I'm swinging on somebody. I am not swinging on nobody because he's not going to Georgia Tech. He's not going to Auburn. Everything that I was worried about, I ain't worried about no more. He's not leaving Jackson State for the next 2 years. But on year 3, I put money that there'll be a plane in Jackson. Is there an airport in Jackson, Mississippi? There's a regional airport in Jackson, Mississippi?
Yes, there's an airport. Jackson, Mississippi ain't that small, bro.
But what I'm saying is,
This dude crazy.
there'll be an airport, there'll be a plane in Jackson, Mississippi with a certain logo on it. And Dion will be entertaining that offer. And it is the only offer that he will seriously entertain because the history behind it and his links to that history. Now, that being said, we're going to move on because I need to talk about what the fuck just happened at Florida State this week. Oh God. And everybody quiet right now. But
we trying to see where this gonna go, cause somebody got to pull the fire extinguisher.
So we lost to Clemson for the 7th straight time. Clemson.
Lost to Dabo. Dabo got you. How does that make you feel? Dabo got you.
Inside, somebody, a grown man named Dabo, beat you.
A grown man named Dabo. This ain't no little kid. This is a grown man who named Dabo Sweeney.
And somewhere, he just might have a Dabo Sweeney Jr. running around there.
Oh man.
It might
So okay.
They gotta eat you up inside.
So remember how I said at the beginning of the season we had a game plan and we was running the ball? Jordan Travis was 24 for 42 for 254 yards.
They were playing catch up the whole game.
The whole game. Why was he playing catch up the whole game? We was going for it on 4th down on our side of the field. For some reason, what? Somebody tell me what's wrong with kicking 3 points.
That ain't your coach.
3 straight losses. Kick the field goal. Kick the field goal.
So as we dive into the mind of a coach, right? So we dive in, right? So if I'm coaching a team that I think can do better, and I'm pushing them to do better, when we get in certain situations, I got it in my head that I want to instill this confidence within them. So I may not play it so conservative. Hey, when we get in the locker room, was that the best decision? Y'all tell me. I put it on y'all to make a play, and we couldn't make it. We couldn't make a play on 4th down. Now, I could have taken the easy road and just kicked 3 every time, and we might have skated by. Might have. Still not a guarantee that would have changed the game. Because in life, there are no guarantees. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to instill the confidence that I believe in them to make a play.
I think that would probably be the mindset of a good coach and a coach that believes in his players. I just have not seen that.
Andy Reid coaches like that, though.
He sure does.
If you ever
Patrick Mahomes do what the ever
yes, and Andy Reid has been a successful coach in the NFL longer than 95% of them.
Yeah.
Who in the NFL can you say has a better pedigree besides Bill Belichick right now? Give me a coach in the NFL that has a better pedigree than Andy Reid, who coaches exactly like Mike Norvell as far as decision making in crucial situations. He coaches just like him.
I think the missing part of that is
Y'all ain't gonna just throw that out there like, oh Jesus.
No, I'm gonna tell you the missing part of that. Andy Reid believes in his players.
And you don't think Mark Norvell does?
I don't.
What if it is he don't believe in his defense? He don't believe that his defense can get enough stops. So he has to outscore every opponent by scoring 6 instead of taking 3.
That will make all the sense in the world, except for 3 straight weeks, 3 straight losses. When his defense needed to make a play, they made a play. And when he needed to go for 3, he went for it on 4th down. And I ain't saying it's a trend. I'll let y'all tell me. But if in 3 straight games, you go for it on 4th down 4 times, converting 1, and you've lost all 3 games,
I'm gonna tell you what that reminded me of. There was this show back in the day. We used to watch this shit called Pinky and the Brain. And Pinky used to ask the brain, what are we gonna do today? And the brain was saying, same thing we
do every day.
Try to take over the world. That is the mentality of Florida State head coach. What we gonna do this week, coach? The same thing we did last week.
Try to
take over the world.
All right, I got some questions. Some questions. If you rush for 206 yards and pass for 254,
you should win.
Okay. Your defense only gave up 34 points. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the most points they've given up this entire stretch.
What you said?
This college football. Alabama gave up. Listen, man, Alabama gave up 52. We ain't Alabama.
They lost.
We only gave up 34.
34 points is a lot of points, man.
We only gave up 34, and we had an offensive explosion. And all we had to do was not go for it on 4th down. Stop putting the defense in bad position. You're going for it on 4th down on your side of the field.
I think you should write them a sternly worded letter expressing your dislike.
Man, fuck that dude. I want to call him the R word so bad, but that's not nice. As soon as I come up with a comparable PC word to call him, I'm going to call him that. But this don't make no sense. You shoot out 4-0. You got the whole world fooled. You got forums going, oh, this is our coach. Got me saying maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I was too rough on him.
You said that on this podcast.
On this podcast, I was like, man, Michael Pittman might be an NFL quality player. Last game, he had 1 catch for 6 yards. The game before that, I was like, we need to throw Johnny Wilson the ball more. They threw it to him 6 times for 75 yards.
That's a good stat line.
Our 2 biggest players had the most receptions. Lawrence Toafili, hope I messed your name up. He had 6 catches for 45 yards.
Sounds about right.
Ontario Wilson had 1 catch for -2 yards because we throwing bubble screens when we down by 20. But okay. And Jordan Travis.
What's wrong with a bubble screen down by 20?
Catch him off guard.
You know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not.
Oh, we can turn this into a coaching debate. Because
You know what?
I would love to hear
My thought process on it.
Yeah, your thought process.
So,
if I'm down, and I'm gonna tell you mine, and then I want to hear your version. So if I'm down 20, and the team I'm playing has gone into a prevent cover 3, cover 4 shell, they're no longer playing man covers because they don't want to get beat deep. A bubble screen is the perfect call against a backed off defense. But I want to hear your.
I would agree with that, TP, except for one thing. When we scored a touchdown, when we came out of halftime, we scored a touchdown. Because they was playing, they had the lead, they was playing pervert defense.
Did you say pervert defense?
I did say pervert defense. So they was playing a cover 3, backed off cover 3. We moved the ball, scored a touchdown. The defensive coordinator went, you know what, if we keep doing this, they might be a problem. So they went press man. And that's when he threw the bubble screen. That's the only reason I remember that bubble screen, because I was like, now it's not the time to call the bubble screen.
So your coach don't got to check with me situation. Because coaching little kids, I would check my quarterback out of a bubble screen if they're in press man coverage. So as a college coach with years of experience, you should know maybe this ain't the right time, because if that receiver steps back, the corner is in man coverage. He is going to follow him.
You know what, TP, I'm going to take you off this ledge because you're doing your best to defend him. But his resume says...
No. So this is what I was saying. If you listen to what I was talking about when I said if they're in backed off cover 3, cover 4, a bubble screen makes a perfect call. And then you said they were in press man.
Yeah.
I never defended that.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying thought process in general.
Because you even said they were playing backed off cover 3, cover 4. But it was when they was in tight man is when they ran the bubble screen. That is a situational play call that should have been checked out of. That is why you have audibles. That's why your quarterback has the ability to change the play. A coach should always send his quarterback to the line with 2 plays. If I see they're in press man, now I got 2 things I need to check to see. I need to see if there's safeties over top. If there isn't, that indicates a blitz. I need to have a quick route. I need something quick to get the ball out of the quarterback's hand. Now, if they have 2 men over top, that tells me that there still might be in zone. It might be either cover 2 or it might be a palms cover 4 where they're pressing. That gives me the ability to have a better time in the pocket. I know they're not blitzing. They have men over top. It's either going to be a man or it's going to be a cover 2 shell. That's basic. That's basic football. But you don't call a bubble screen if the corners are pressing the receiver. You do not call a bubble screen if they are that close. It is not going to work. You're probably going to throw a pick 6.
All right. So I keep trying to figure out what the problem is, right? Because I can't figure it out. So the quarterback has his highest QBR is 95.5. His lowest QBR is 65.4. His worst completion percentage was against an NC State game. And to be honest with you, now that I look back at that game, NC State has a NFL rated defensive line. Like two of those dudes is NFL rated right now. Mm-hmm. So I was probably a bit unfair with judging him based on that NC State game. But when your tackle is getting tossed like a rag doll or getting ran by like he in a track meet, what can you do? Oh, wait, you can run the ball. Well, you got three dudes averaging 6.5 plus yards a carry. Okay. All right. But it has been bad coaching decisions that has not, if it hasn't cost us games, put us in bad positions. And people keep telling me, oh, we lose in close games and blow. If you lose a close game or if you win a close game, I was always taught close games are won by the coach. Because the
perhaps because a player can blow a game. We've seen muff punts. We've seen fumbles when it shouldn't have been a fumble. Quarterback makes a horrible decision. The play was developed beautifully, but he just fucked it up. Offensive line didn't block. So it's so many things. So you can blame the Bengals loss in the Super Bowl on coaching, or you can blame it on bad blocking. Either way, they lost. As a unit.
I want.
The player didn't lose by himself. The coach didn't lose by themselves.
But TP,
I feel like you give the other side a pass when you say is won or lost by the coach, because the player still got to make plays.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But TP, have you ever have you gone into a game or come out of a game feeling like you was unprepared?
Absolutely. And I feel and as a coach, in my head, I know I already know I lost a game before it even started. If I know that I'm not mentally prepared.
Okay. There is a wing of Florida State fans that are getting disgruntled, and they're getting louder. They're getting louder. We ain't like FAMU fans when they get disgruntled. But they getting, no.
What the hell does that supposed to mean?
Oh, y'all get disgruntled. Y'all a different kind of disgruntled. Like, I'm just angry disgruntled. Y'all a different kind of disgruntled. Y'all talking about the man mama.
No.
Y'all talking about getting rid of the man. Not this year. But y'all,
not last year either.
Y'all move mountains when y'all don't like a coach. That's not true.
Yeah, it ain't true. Because Ken Riley fucked up some of the most talented individuals at a HBCU when he was coaching.
Okay,
they made him AD.
All right, but y'all got Billy Joe after that. Won a Black National Championship with Billy Joe. Then ran his ass out of town.
They didn't run Billy Joe out of town. They did not. Billy Joe stayed in Tallahassee, right around the corner from the damn football field. He ain't go nowhere. He retired.
He was like, fuck this shit, and then walked around the corner and said, I'm chilling.
Retired. I'm straight, y'all.
That's a different kind of petty. Oh, y'all ain't running me nowhere. I'm finna retire. You got something to say? I'm around.
Right around the corner. from facilities.
But I need people to understand, like, this is Florida State. These are the same people that ran Bobby out of town for Jimbo. And I think we owe Bobby an apology. We ran him out of town for Jimbo. We owe him an apology. I know he gone. We still owe him an apology. But again, I'm gonna get off Florida State. Because I'm getting tired of myself talking. Y'all trying to make it seem like I'm beating up on poor little cornrows. All right. So we ain't really had no shits on the podcast. But there was a Phoenix and Dallas Mavericks game last night. And Dallas was on Phoenix ass. On it. Like Luka was everything. They was like, you know what? We're going to take Chris Paul out of the game. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you could have took Chris Paul out of the game last year and you could have been in the NBA Finals or at least the Western Conference Finals? That's all you had to do?
Nope.
Stop it.
No, I'm not going to stop because Dallas was up big. I'm talking about that game. Dallas did everything but do cartwheels down the court. They was up so big. And then the Kobe wannabe said, Coach, get him out the game. I got this.
Put me in, Coach. Put me in.
And they put Damian Lee in. And they did pick and roll till it was going out of style with DeAndre Ayton and the Kobe wannabe. And if he wasn't scoring buckets, he was handing out assists. Don't do that. You know listen. When they tied the game up, this is what he did. This is how you know he was the Kobe wannabe. They had been running pick and roll for 10 minutes. They tied the game up. He was like, no. I got this. Why are we ISOing now?
It's too late now.
You done tied the game up. Now you want to ISO. No, keep running that pick and roll. Stay on their ass. And y'all, Fat Mouth Sports is going to come out with a Tubby Award.
Fucking what?
Because Luka, for 3 quarters, was the Tubby hero. He was doing everything he could to bring the game home. And Miles Bridges was like, that's enough. I got a donut for you. And that was the end of the game. Miles Bridges gave that man a donut, and Luka was not the same for the rest of the game. What you shaking your hand for? You acting like I'm lying.
I'm just saying, a donut.
This is the team. Listen, you let the team run you down that lost to an Australian professional team.
They were pros. You act like we ain't never beat some basketball players out at the rec.
That's not the point.
Anybody.
This for the money. For the money.
The point is anybody can lose.
Now, this wasn't no anybody
have a better chance of winning by having all professional players on your team. Yeah.
Listen, I hear what you're saying. Look at TP with the chorus like, I hear what you're saying. But
you know, I graduated from Blue Mountain State University.
Oh, but I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Tubby got ran down by the Kobe wannabe. Like, I was shocked that, is he still with one of them Kardashians? Maybe that's it. If he's not with one of the Kardashians, that might explain it. Maybe he dumped that halftime. But he came out balling in that second half. And I got to give Monty Williams some credit. I don't know what he said to Chris Paul. I don't know if he went up to him like, look, man, everybody know you a cone drill, so I need you to go ahead and sit on this bench. You know, let big boys handle it. And Chris Paul was the most expensive cheerleader for the rest of that game. I don't know how much the cheerleaders make, but he need to be a cheerleading
Chris Paul money.
Chris Paul need to be a cheerleading practice on Monday.
I mean, but he's a leader. That's what leaders do.
He is. He did not have it. Like, you know, I make all the jokes where he did not have it, and Luka was giving him all that smoke. But that's okay. It's going. You know, that was night one. Night one. Speaking of night one, Marlo, your Orlando Magic, Banchero, he might ask to be traded before December. This little falling asleep already.
You talking about the Magic, so.
Listen, that was y'all number one draft pick.
Right.
He came out.
He gets buckets.
Uh-huh.
But it's the Magic. Until they do something like retain good talent. Like bruh, when you have had some of the best names in basketball flow through your organization and you kept none of them, like none of them. I can't. Yeah. I used to go to every game. Literally. Every game. When Dwight Howard and them was balling and like I was there. Every game. Yay! This is my team. This is my what? Dwight Howard's leaving. Who what? How could y'all let this happen again? Then you fire Stan Van Gundy. For what? The only real players coach they've had, probably next to Scott Skiles, in the organization history. Like this shit is stupid. Then your GM was Otis. First of all, your goddamn GM name was Otis.
Leave Otis alone.
Something wrong with, come on, man. Yeah.
Don't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Don't get me wrong. I want the Magic to take it off. But am I finna sit up here and be like, hell yeah, I think they're gonna do it. Trade deadline coming up. The motherfuckers like, oh, you want them? How much you gonna get for? Oh, 3 big men? Nobody heard of them? But they big? Oh yeah, let's get them. Like the dumbest fucking.
They could be tanking for the alien that's from France.
If he was that good, they'd be over there trying to sign him right now.
He gonna be the first round draft. He gonna be the number one pick next year.
Why go to the draft? He in France. He ain't gotta wait no year. He's
in this upcoming draft. He gonna be in this upcoming draft.
But what I'm saying is, he's already playing professional.
Yeah.
Why you gotta wait to draft a professional?
I'm pretty sure the NBA is different than Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball was just signing Japanese players right off. We'll figure that out next podcast. Figure out what's going on there. TP. Yo, Houston Rockets, man. What's up with Green and the man bun? That's the only black dude I know with a man bun.
What's wrong with the man bun?
I'm trying to, like, I'm watching the game. I'm like, I know this motherfucker better not have no man bun. He better not have no man bun.
You better be glad I can't grow long hair.
It's a different generation.
I dread my shit up just to cut it off.
But no, the Rockets played well. They didn't come out on the victory end, but they played well. Atlanta would probably be a great team if Trae Young was not their point guard.
What?
Yeah, I said it.
That just don't make sense.
They got Javonte Murray. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay. And then Trae Young take the ball out of his hands, is like launching stuff from the 3-point line. If you don't get your little drive and kick. Oh, okay. All right, cool. But again, it's opening night. So, overreaction. It's opening night.
That was a tremendous overreaction. You take Trae Young for Atlanta, they could be high school teams.
But again, opening night, we're going to see. But then, TP, what was supposed to be the highlight of opening night, Tubby versus Can't Get Right. Ben Simmons versus Zion Williams. Zion Williams, like 25 points, like 13 rebounds. Let's look at that stat line, shall we? Because Mr. Zion, he had himself a field day. And much like Ben Simmons, he didn't take one jumper. Not one. And y'all help me understand. Help me make it make sense. You are. He injury prone. He got to take jumpers.
How would you expect them to start the season? Going hard as they can to the cup every play?
And letting Ben Simmons shoot threes?
Right.
But my concern with Zion is his longevity.
He lost weight. Leave him alone.
He just big bone.
I swear Troy is like the king of body shaming motherfuckers.
Whoa!
This fool body shame Leonard Fournette.
He body shames everybody.
I did not body shame Leonard Fournette. I said he looked like an old man. Wait, hold on. You know what? I'm not going to do this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all.
What?
This man went, hold on. This man went 11 for 22. 11 for 22.
50%.
Okay. TP for the win. Whatever. 11 for 22. All in the paint. Ben Simmons, 2 or 3. No actual shots taken. They was all alley-oops. But he did have 5 rebounds and 5 assists before he fouled out of the game with 4 points. He had a triple single.
How much you make a year?
I don't know. I don't think I could have got the alley-oops, but I think I could have stayed on the court and not fouled out. I don't know about the alley-oops. I'm just saying. But here's the thing. It's not even Ben Simmons. Kyrie Irving cannot give you 15 points on 6 and 19 shooting. He cannot do that. His plus minus was minus 18. That can't happen. They was down, I think, by 20, 30 points at one point. So there goes the most talented team in America. But TP, I'm gonna make you happy. Since you say I body shame people, you know who I don't body shame? Nobody on the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson played like a superhero. But when you playing against that man, Ja Morant, New York Knicks. I know it's been a while. We broke up some time ago because y'all want to treat Carmelo like trash. But I was impressed last night. I would have been more impressed if somebody would have told Jalen Brunson that John Morant was looking for a chase down block. But it was a really good game. It's a really good game. Like I said, opening night, overreaction. It was wonderful. TP, your Houston Astros are up 3-2 on the New York Yankees. And meanwhile, what?
Who won game one?
The Astros. Meanwhile, the Tiny Tot. Oh my.
Who is Tiny Tot this time?
You were talking about Kyler Murray.
Oh, I forgot that game was on.
He has 6 points. Six points.
Yeah.
And
They did lose in New Orleans.
New Orleans Saints defense has 7 points. Rondell Moore has 4.1 points. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I have nowhere to go at quarterback because my backup quarterback was Jameis Winston, who has been benched for Andy Dalton. You get benched for Andy Dalton.
You're doing something wrong in life.
You lost a bet. You slept with some ugly dude wife. Like you did something. You did something. This is bad. But on the bright side, the Bucks are tied, TP, with the Saints for the division lead. And with Tom Brady yelling at his offensive lineman, he might be on his ass again this week.
Yeah, playing Carolina.
Yeah, that's true. You can't really lose to Carolina. I could play quarterback for the Bucks and win.
But they
got Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Yeah.
They traded their best wide receiver over a sideline altercation with the coach
Assistant
the next day.
With
I'm
the
sorry,
assistant
coach. No, it was a wide receiver coach. The wide receiver coach and the wide receiver, your best wide receiver, DJ Moore, beefing. And you know what? It's all good. It's all love. Just go home, cool off. Hello, Arizona. We'll give you him for a bag of potato chips. You won't. Hey, if you give us a second round pick, you can get Run TMC too. No. An 8th round pick for Run TMC. Let's think about it. We'll get back with you. Hey, Carolina don't have nothing. Then they ain't got no team. Ain't got no line. Ain't got no head coach. Ain't got no quarterback. But hey, Robert Haynes said he's okay with Tom Brady yelling at him. It's all love. Marlo, I know you. I know you real well. You Mr. diehard Bucks fan. TP, watch this shit. You the offensive lineman and Tom Brady yelling at you in the middle of a game. What's gonna happen?
He gonna take either a holding call, personal foul, or something. He gonna let Tom Brady get hit no more.
So wait a minute. Tom Brady yell at you. You the offensive lineman. Are you okay with that?
Oh, you talking about him yelling at me?
Yes.
We wouldn't have to wait till the next game. Because they would have moored me. Hey, Pittsburgh, we got a player y'all might want to take a look at. Because he just swung on Tom Brady. I don't even know how they got him off him, but the rest of the old line just watched for a few minutes, and then they would jump in.
TP.
Y'all
You
make
need to ask.
Now, I'm not saying that what Tom Brady said was true, because they was getting their ass kicked by a line that was so depleted. They probably was asking people coming in the stadium, you look like you played ball before. You know how to do a 3-point stand? Like, they was, you talking about a mass unit, and then we couldn't capitalize on none of it. It was very depressing to watch.
Wait, I gotta go to TP. TP, Tom Brady yell at you. What you doing?
Shutting the fuck up.
TP's the only civil one in the bunch. Tom Brady.
I'm sorry, I was raised with respect. Respect for for the accomplishments. That man has done more in his NFL career than you would ever hope to dream of. Please just shut the fuck up. Like, whatever you gotta say, I promise you it ain't worth it. I promise you it's not worth it.
People don't keep casting these checks. He can yell all he won't.
I ain't say I was gonna say nothing. I was like, first of all, your finger a little too close to me, bro.
But here's a better question. Why is he mad at his offensive line and not at the defensive backs that let Chris Claypool go for 95 yards? This is the dude I was trying to cut on my team. He get with y'all and have a field. I lost my fantasy league game because the Bucks. I didn't have the wherewithal to put Chris Claypool in my lineup
because of bad ownership. Because
I played
Chris. Chris Claypool, you might have had an opportunity to win.
I would have won. I lost by 5 points. I would have won.
Oh, now who fault was that?
It's all right. It's all right. Tom Brady lost, so it was worth it.
He did. But that's okay.
It was worth it.
This is a marathon, not a sprint. And we will right this ship. We're going to raise the flags. Go Bucks. That's all I got to say about it.
Oh, I can't wait till Andy Dalton put 35 up on the
Shouldn't happen.
Anyway,
You talking about Baker Mayfield?
programming note. Robert Kraft and Jerry Jones getting in a heated discussion about Roger Goodell's contract. Jerry Jones say, "Don't fuck with me." Robert Kraft say, "What did you say to me?" And I really wanted them to like throw hands. Now, it might have been the slowest throw hands, as Marlo said, in the history of the world. But somebody would have needed to get that on tape.
That would have probably been the most, like, you ever seen a boring fight where you like, y'all ain't doing nothing but hugging. Stop hugging them. At least bite them. Like, what was going to come up of 2 70-some-year-old dudes who hadn't probably worked out in quite a while, getting into fisticuffs?
All of this is over Roger Goodell's bonus money and what he gets before he even has to achieve any financial goals. So, I mean, I get it, I guess. But,
Yeah.
Your taco faster than ever, only on the app.
We have a really good life in Chicago.
So, TP been mighty quiet. We finna end this right now. Texans are favored against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Do you not think we should be favored?
I'm asking you for your thoughts on your team.
We ready to play football, shit. About time. We're coming off a bye. We already beat them once.
There you go. Matter of fact,
that reminds me of another thing that, you ever got into a fight with somebody?
Hold on, wait. I got the wrong weeks. Hold on. I got the wrong weeks. Mullo. I got the wrong weeks. I realized why TP is quiet. They play us this week.
So they should be favored.
I don't think they are.
I was trying to figure out, we just played them.
Yeah, what's the line on this?
Because the Raiders suck.
Yeah, we're -7.
Yeah.
I need to see something. I need to see that injury report.
Well,
it don't matter because, like TP said, they're not gonna throw the ball. Oh, did we just? Yes, my fantasy team just scored. But
who is your fantasy team?
No,
Who's on your team?
No, that was the defense that just scored.
Who is your quarterback?
Kyler Murray.
And you keep calling this dude. See, that's the energy.
Time's up.
You gotta get. You got to get better energy, bro. I don't want you rooting for me.
Hold on, what are you talking about?
I know I picked Kyler Murray on my team, but I hate this motherfucker. Trying to touch some suck. Like, really? You picked him.
Oh, who was the one? Chris Olave? Yeah. He just cost Andy Dalton. Oh, this dude can't catch to save his life. He's supposed to get 19 points. He is. This is not good. Yeah. This somehow that interception dropped my defense. 14. That's crazy. That's not even on the defense, but all right.
Pick six.
Yeah.
I think it's just any point scored.
Yeah, they hit it with points allowed. This Rondell Moore dude, he's starting to make me angry. This dude can't even play dead in the cowboy movie. Well, speaking of which, we ain't really talking about the MLB playoffs, but the Padres tied it up. The Astros up 1-0, and they are winning right now, 3-2. Can we talk about Verlander? Who throws a 98-mile-an-hour cutter?
Verlander.
Do we have to wait till he quit playing to put him in the Hall of Fame? Can we just put him in there now? Because when he show up, people win rings. And Andy Dalton just ran for like 1,000,000 yards at like 2 miles an hour. Wow. Andy Dalton. And then he proceeds to throw it into the dirt. But something I stumbled across while we was looking at NBA stuff. To it. The Celtics have suspended assistant GM Rob Murphy amid investigation into misconduct. And you already know where it's going. Pistons assistant general manager Rob Murphy is on leave after the organization commits an investigation into allegations of workplace misconduct involving a female former employee. Can y'all just stop? And I don't know what happened or didn't happen, but it's still a regular workplace. It is still a job. Yes, you have a locker room in the building, but it is still a job. And you keep playing with these women, they gon' tell on you. This ain't the 1950s. They gon' tell on you. If they don't tell on you, they homegirl, homeboy gonna tell on you. Stop. Did he just throw another pick six? Then we're gonna see James Winston in about 5 minutes. TP, if you want to know how Arizona get back to winning, Don't put your offense on the field. Just let Andy Dalton throw your defense interceptions. So, but all right. Been kind of a short night because it's been a long, interesting week. Playoffs started, NBA season started, NHL season started. We ain't talking about NHL. Oh wait, hold on. TP, I almost forgot. And Marlo was gonna let me forget. You don't talk about my Manchester United. Reason why I don't like the Bucks. The GOAT, Ronaldo, walked off the pitch early after he was subbed out of the game. They were up 2-0. They won the game. Ronaldo decided to walk off early to show up his coach. And it didn't go so well for Ronaldo because the coach, Ten Hag, basically suspended him, or our version of suspend him, for the upcoming match. And let it be known that on Saturday he gonna play, but tomorrow he ain't playing. Y'all need to do the GOAT right, man. Treat him better than y'all treat Tom Brady.
What?
That's the GOAT.
How many championships he won?
He won more than Tom Brady.
I don't think so.
Let's look at his league titles, shall we? He has 5 in champions.
And I'm sure there are more players with more championships than him. How are you gonna call yourself the GOAT?
He didn't call himself the GOAT. He is the GOAT. You know, because Tom Brady went to go over there to see how the GOAT did it and decided he was going to come back.
I think we already squashed this whole the most chips means best player argument. Because
and he got
if that's the case, Bill Russell is the greatest NBA player of all time. So I think we've kind of like moved past that.
I'm sorry. Whoa. He has 32 trophies altogether in his career.
Including there ain't no championships.
7 league titles, 5 UEFA league titles, and the UEFA European Championship.
Yeah. How many championships?
Let's see.
1.
And I don't know how to say this, but basically the best foot trophy, Messi has the best foot trophy, but Ronaldo has the most titles. I think Ronaldo is a couple years older than Messi. But that's neither here nor there. Treat the GOAT right. Marlo, is 42 seconds left, and the New Orleans Saints have taken a lead.
What's the score?
28-14.
Who winning?
The Cardinals.
How the hell they get 28 points?
Because they got Andy Dalton as quarterback. 1 interception, not his fault. The other one, yeah, he threw that right to that man. Right to that man.
That's some foolishness.
I mean, it happens. It happens. TP. Mutt GG gonna make me run up on them. Because all my little run secrets, they released in a free video today. Just released it to the world.
Talking about the no holding turbo?
No holding turbo, how to cut, how to read linebackers, like all my little dirty little secrets just on display. Like they just went through all my little Twitter videos and went, oh, that's how he did it. and it was like in a row. They ran draw dog. I was cool with everything, and then they ran draw. I was like, all right, somebody got to see me in the street. You're just not gonna get that away for free and think I'm gonna let that go.
I'm gonna say I'm a proud believer in the Troy ebook. I've been talking like a motherfucker ever since you taught me the secret.
I've been telling y'all this big, and I'm just like, oh, so y'all was too good to run before. Now it's cool. No, go back to it not being cool. Yeah. I should make this a clip. I don't like these goddamn kids. Fuck these kids. Oh Lord. But listen. Shout out again to Jeffrey for your Hall of Fame induction. Happy birthday, Brittany Griner. She's now 32 years old. Her appeal comes up next month. We're looking forward to that. My
birthday to yo old dusty crusty.
Yeah, my birthday was on the 17th.
Baby blue.
Happy birthday, old man.
Thank you.
Trying to blend in with your headphones, old ass, around the corner driving.
And in celebration of your birthday.
Daisy.
Oh, it's green. You can't see it.
Oh Lord.
I got a chewy.
Oh man.
It's for a celebration of your birthday. Big 5-0. I usually don't mess with 5-0, but for your 5-0, we gonna mess with it. Marlo know what I mean.
If you know, you know. I will be.
If you know, you know.
I will be celebrating my birthday for the rest of this month. Part of that celebration is going to FAMU's homecoming.
Whoop.
I'll be at FAMU homecoming. I might even play in the golf tournament. I gotta see how my shoulder do. If my shoulder, do well in this cold, I'm gonna play in the tournament. Even if I don't play, I'm still gonna donate. So for everybody out there, if you know me, I want you to do me this one favor. Either donate $1 to an HBCU or donate $1 to cancer research. One of the two. Because without either of those, I am not here today. If you know the story, you know the story.
Or if you want to extend the podcast another 30 minutes, you can give us the whole story.
I don't know if anybody want to hear about me and packing all my bags up in a damn car, driving to Tallahassee, because my homeboy felt like I wasn't doing shit the same.
He probably was right. He
wasn't.
Man.
If I can roll up to your house and say, get in the car, you going to Tallahassee, and you say, oh, okay, and leave, that means you wasn't doing shit.
That might not be the point, but like I said, it was life changing. I tell people all the time, FAMU gave me my first real job. I was a janitor at FAMU. I will forever love Physical Plant. Them people looked out for me. They looked out for my son when he was born. They looked out for my daughter when she was born. So I'm always gonna be pro FAMU.
I mean, you think about it. Everybody got some sort of a humble beginning, And I've been studying history recently, and I learned about the religion of Hinduism and the origins of it. And I feel like we all kind of like embody something that like how they perceive the world. And to reach the ultimate level or to reach moksha, you have to fulfill your dharma, which is your role. And I feel like the way they looked at it was like you only had that one life and then you'd have to be reborn again and again. I feel like we do that on a daily basis. You know, your job at that time was being a janitor, but that still helped you. You did that to the best of your ability, and then you see where I'm going with this.
Oh yeah,
keep progressing.
Yep. This is I can't act like I didn't have had a life well lived and have a life well lived going forward. I got good friends, good family. Just got it's me. It's you. It's my birthday. Wow. When you go on tour, let me know.
A dramatic turn. Just grab a wheel and snatched it to the median.
Now, PV.
Yeah.
PV.
All right, man. TP, what you got for us this week, man?
I don't have a lot for y'all. I've been coaching with little kids, as you know, and I coach 2 divisions. I coach 8-year-olds and I coach 9-year-olds, but they mostly play together. And then when we go play the 9, that's when it gets real. We got a playoff game this weekend out in Kokomo, Indiana. Nice little hour drive. Gonna be cold. Should be a nice day, but giving back to the kids is something that helps me. You know, they say a lot of, oh, you don't do that for yourself, but at the end of the day, helping the kids is something that helps me. Well, I'm out there for them, but at the end of the day, I still feel that. You know, and the connections that you leave on them, and understanding that, you know, in the urban community, not a lot of them may have a father figure at home or somebody reliable, and to be a person that's able to try to instill certain things within them, like accountability, responsibility, leadership, things like that. I really appreciate that opportunity to be that for them. You know, for somebody that was in the military, I like to always be on time. I am a person that, if by all means, I need to be early, because if you're on time, you're already late. And that's how I've always looked at it. I try to teach them that, but you know, I'm still working with them. You know, it'd be 5:20, practice started at 5, and I still got kids rolling in. But you know, going forward, hopefully I can build some sort of a stable pipeline where I'm teaching these kids the right way from an early age and not letting them develop those bad habits. So if you listening and you giving back to the kids, and you know, whatever volunteer, it ain't gotta be coaching, whatever you doing to give back, I feel like everybody should at some point find a way to give back. You pay it forward, as they say, and just know that your efforts are appreciated.
Of a coach.
Marlo?
Well, mine also is going to be short, sweet. I just want to tell you, as my friend, my brother from another mother, that I am proud that you have gotten to the station you've reached. It ain't a lot of, like, I know a lot of cats that didn't make it to 50. And even the ones that did make it to 50, they feel, look, and move a lot older than 50. So to be in sound mind, good health, and able to do the things you're able to do, like be a father to your son, continue to come on and give entertainment to the people, and just continue to pour into different aspect of other people's lives is a good thing. And I just want to let you know I appreciate you. We talk often, but sometimes it's not said that I love you and I'm proud of you. And I just think 50 is just one of those little benchmarks you check off to the next station in life. So you just need to make the next 50 better than the first 50. So I just want to tell you, I appreciate you, brother. And we'll pull one back and reflect tomorrow.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh wow. Thank you. I appreciate all the love. So I had 50 this week, and it was the first time in my entire life that I can remember that I didn't hear from my mom when my birthday. And my mom is in a nursing home, and she ain't the same. Well, she's the same woman, but she's not the same woman that I grew up with. She still remember I owe her a plate of crabs, but some other stuff she don't remember. But that's my mom. And my mother raised me to be different. She raised me to be a leader. My mother did not allow me to run the streets with a whole bunch of people. My mama allowed me to hang with two dudes, Marlo and Al, and that's it. And so when I look at people, I look at them through the lexicon of my experience. And recently, I'm disappointed in men who are pretending to be leaders in our community and are failing us. They are putting on blackface over blackface. They're saying things just for power and attention. There is a podcast called Drink Champs. And on that podcast, Nori invited Kanye West to that podcast. This podcast, and if you go out and Google Drink Champs, it's crazy because they're drinking and they're talking, but it's amazing interviews. They've had Patti LaBelle on there. They've had Shaq on there. The Turk episode is must-see TV. Absolutely must-see TV. But on this particular episode, Kanye West decided that he wanted to let Nori know, hey, if you cut the cameras, I'm out of here. So Nori let him speak freely because he didn't want to lose the interview. Like he said, he didn't want to have a moment where an important person walked off. So Kanye just started letting stuff rip. And I'm not going to repeat what he said. I just need people to understand. Pray. Because with prayer comes discernment. And discernment will let you know the things that you are hearing are not of that person and it's bullshit. That is the most important thing I can tell people in these 50 years. If you're having a bad day, pray. If you're having a good day, pray. Because the things that are coming at you in your life, your friends will be there speaking to you. It will make sense. But sometimes your friends aren't speaking to you. Sometimes it's God speaking to you. And if you don't have people around you that are speaking from God, Kanye West, then you have the wrong people around you. And I've been blessed over these 50 years to have some of the best people around me to help me make the best decisions to keep my life moving forward. And that's all I got to say. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all so much. Kyler Murray still can't throw the football, but we're going to be better. We're gonna be back next week. To everybody that feels like I fat shamed them, Leonard Fournette, Tubby, I apologize.
He called him Tubby.
I'm just saying, Zion lost weight. Like Zion looks spelt. He ain't chubby. He looks spelt.
Be better tomorrow than you were today.
Exactly.
Please, Troy.
Oh, y'all talking about me?
That goes for everybody, Troy.
Oh.